If you've ever been broken up with in your life before, something common that a lot of men will run into is like, well, she broke up with me, but yet a week ago, she told me that she loved me. So a week ago, this girl was saying stuff like, I love you. They were hooking up, and now 7 days go by, and she's breaking up with you, thinking that you're the worst thing ever. If that's relatable to you and you don't understand why she's doing that, because in the past, I had a girlfriend break up with me telling me I was the best boyfriend she's ever had, yet she still chose to break up with me. Now, this isn't going to be part of the video, but women are indirect. They will never like directly tell you why they're doing things, but I know kind of like I can kind of figure out as to why she might have done that. I will never know the real answer, but everything that a woman does is based on how she feels. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video, because once you understand this concept or principle, I guess, of women, you're not going to take things as personally as you might have in the past. This is so important for you men to really understand. So I encourage you to watch this video. That way you're going to see like, hey, you're going to start noticing over time that Mitchell says women are emotional. They do everything based on how they feel. You're going to start noticing patterns with women, like your girlfriend one day might be in a good mood, and then like an hour later she might be bitching about something, and then an hour later she might be in a good mood again, and then an hour later she might be bitching about something. You guys are going to start noticing this, okay? So before I get into the video, if you guys like what you see and you're somebody right now that wants to get better with communicating with women so you can have better relationships for them, I have a program down below that I will help you do this in 60 days or less, because men move on different time frames. Check out the video on the next page, and if you think it'll help you, book a time to speak with me, and then we can really see if it's something that would help you or not. So I told you the key thing at the beginning of this video, that women do everything based on how they feel. And I want to go ahead and bring up that example that I used to open this video, where a woman said she loved you a week ago, but then a week later she breaks up with you. Many men, including myself, will look back and say like she said this, but then did this a week later, right? Because us guys, we're different. If somebody like buys us a brand new car, for example, we're going to remember them for like the rest of our lives. Like, that's the greatest thing ever. You're now a great human to me. But women don't act like that. Because women are emotional, they do everything she says, does, wears, looks, acts. Everything a woman does is based on how she's feeling in that point in time. So let's say I had a girl right next to me. It's 11:07 a.m. at the time of filming this video. She might be in a good mood. And then 10 minutes go by, she sees something on like TikTok that she didn't like. Now she's going to be in a bad mood because of this piece of information that she just didn't agree with. She's going to start complaining because it didn't make her feel good. So if a girl says something like, I love you, you have to understand that in that moment, in that point in time, it's 11:07. If she says, I love you at 11:07, she loves you. But an hour could go by and you're all of a sudden the biggest piece of shit she's ever talked to. Now she no longer loves you. She feels like you're the biggest piece of garbage ever. So when you understand that, guys, you will understand that when women go through mood swings, when they say things to you, you just don't really like take it personally anymore. You're just like, dude, this is just how women are. It's annoying. It's so annoying, bro. But that's how God made them. That's how, whatever you believe in, lizards, God, turkeys, I don't know, man. But that's how women were created. In the past, I never knew this. So, I would take a lot of things like personal. I'm like, dude, what the hell, man? I've done all this stuff for you. You're sitting here like, I thought, I was the best boyfriend you ever had, but like you're still breaking up with me, or I did all these things for you, but yet you're like treating me like I'm a bad guy. What's going on? I don't get it. That's just because, again, how she feels. So I tell men that the best thing you can do when it comes to having better relationships is we want to make women associate feeling good with you. So it's kind of like managing their emotions. So if a woman's like in a bad mood, you want to be like indifferent, act like you don't care, be playful with her. It's try to put her in a better mood if you can. But if she takes it too far from you, or if she takes it too far and you're like, you can no longer handle her attitude anymore, because some women can be pretty vicious, your best bet is just to walk away. if you ever argue with the woman, you're going to notice that even if you think you win, you never win. Because when you're emotional, that's why they bring up stuff from like 7 years ago, because they're getting the same feeling in the current moment. So if you take anything from this video, guys, it's that everything a woman does is how she's feeling. And this is another thing too, is if a girl says something to you, I just assume that she means that for like one day, like 24 hours. So if she loves you and she's having sex with you today, well, that's because she loved you and she wanted to be intimate with you that day. But if today comes around, you got to look at it like it's a new day. Anything could happen. With men, once we love a girl, we know that we're gonna want to hang on to that. We got to work for that. That's our girlfriend. Then even if we go on dates, if we don't go on dates, if we talk to her, if we don't talk to her, if we hang out or not, like that's our girlfriend. That's a girl we want to share life with. Like we are gonna want to hang on to that for as long as possible. Women break up with men 70 to 80% of the time because of how they feel. Women, so for example, if you move in with a girl, you might think, okay, well, great, we live together. I don't really have to take her out on dates anymore because like we've committed to moving in. We're a family now. But if you used to take her on a date once a week and now you guys live together and now you're only dating her, let's say once every like 2 weeks or like once a month, for example, she's going to feel like you no longer care about her. And between us men, we know we would die for that girl if it came down to it. But women, because of their emotions, because you're not taking her on dates, you're not like complimenting her as much as you used to, she's going to feel like you don't care about her, which is why she's going to break up with you and go find somebody that she can feel good being around. Like you can keep a woman pretty consistently in you or into you as long as you are doing stuff to make her feel good. Everything you want to do with a woman is just making her feel good. So take her on dates, compliment her, tell her she's sexy, do it like as long as you keep making her feel good, well, she's never really gonna be like in a bad mood with you. And then you have no reason to ever have like these hot and cold cycles. And I mean, granted, it's inevitable. Like something that you didn't do can piss her off, and then you're gonna get the backlash from it. But that's why I said, guys, if that happens, then it get to a point where if you need to walk away from her, tell her, listen, you are not gonna speak to me like that. When you're done being a bitch, then come and say, then come and apologize to me, and we'll take things from there. Whatever a woman says to you guys, just remember that she means it in that point in time. When you understand that what she says right now is what she means, but an hour later she could mean something totally different. What a woman says to you and does, you're kind of just like, okay, that happened. That's annoying, but it's not going to be like personal. Now, if this is a new concept to you, it will take a little bit of practice. And I think this does get better when you mature, because when you mature, you kind of just stop caring about things anyways. Like I'm 30 years old right now, and it's so funny. I love using this because I can remember I look back at my high school years and we cared so much about what other people think. And in my 20s, it got a little better. And then now I'm 30 and I'm in a wheelchair right now, bro. I could care less about what someone thinks about me. And I think Corey Wayne actually was like, dude, when you're 50, you really just don't give a fuck anymore. So I'm really looking forward to that, because not caring and not taking things personally is one of the most freeing feelings in the world. And this is why women, younger women especially, like older men, because older men are like indifferent towards women. They could care less either way. When you are showing a girl that you're not emotionally reactive, because feminine nature is chaotic. So that's why women are hot and cold. That's what I'm explaining to you in this video. Men, on the other hand, are not supposed to be that. A man's supposed to be like the mountain. So think of like you're a mountain and your woman's like a storm or whatever. Like she's coming by, thundering, raining, it's a hurricane, and then now she's sunshine. And you're just there. You're just there. And the reason why women like older men, because they're more emotionally mature. They're not going to lash out as much as like a younger man will. So if an older man isn't going to lash out or put up with her shit, that's going to make the woman feel emotionally safe. And feminine women want to feel safe around masculine men. So if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, remember, man, if you're somebody right now that's serious about communicating better with women and having better relationships with them, I can help you do that in 60 days or less. Click the link in the description. That video on the next page will tell you everything you're going to be getting and how this program is going to help you. And if you think it can, book a time to speak with me so we can really figure out what your goals are. Because depending on your goals, maybe I can help you, maybe I can't. I don't know. With that being said, gentlemen, if you like this video, check out this one right here. You guys are going to love that one. Hey, guys, I will see you in the next one.